Marcus wiped grease from his calloused hands as he approached the mansion's golden gates. Tonight would either destroy him completely or prove that sometimes the universe has a twisted sense of justice. Marcus Rodriguez had always known he didn't belong in Sophia's world. As a motorcycle mechanic from the wrong side of town, he was everything her pharmaceutical empire family despised. Her parents, Dr. Patricia Van Der Berg and pharmaceutical CEO William Van Der Berg, treated him like a stain on their pristine reputation. "You smell like motor oil," Patricia would sneer whenever he entered their marble foyer. "Sophia deserves better than this." Her manicured finger would wave dismissively at his work clothes, his calloused hands, his honest living. Sophia Romano had been different once, or so Marcus thought. She'd visit his garage, fascinated by his ability to resurrect dead engines. She wore his grandmother's silver bracelet proudly, claimed she loved his authenticity in a world of facades. But people change. Or maybe they just stop pretending. The transformation was gradual. Sophia stopped visiting the garage. The bracelet disappeared. She started suggesting he aim higher professionally. Maybe consider pharmaceutical sales like her ex-boyfriend Blake Sterling, the golden boy whose father owned half the city's medical district. The final blow came on a rainy Thursday. Marcus arrived at Sophia's penthouse with takeout from their favorite diner, only to find Blake's Tesla in her parking spot. Through the floor-to-ceiling windows, he watched them sharing wine and intimate laughter. When Sophia finally noticed him standing in the rain, her eyes filled with guilt rather than love. "Marcus, we need to talk." "No," he said quietly, setting the food on her doorstep. "We really don't." That night, driving aimlessly through tears and rage, Marcus spotted a broken-down Rolls-Royce on a desolate highway. An elderly woman in pearls sat behind the wheel, crying softly. "Car trouble." Marcus pulled over despite his emotional wreckage. "My late husband's car," she whispered. "Today would have been our 50th anniversary. I wanted to drive to our old meeting spot, but..." Marcus spent 3 hours in the rain, coaxing life back into the vintage engine. He refused payment, accepting only the woman's grateful tears and her business card. Victoria Ashworth, chairwoman, Ashworth Medical Foundation. The same foundation hosting tomorrow's exclusive gala, the event Sophia's parents had desperately tried to access for years. Marcus arrived at the gala in his best jeans and cleanest work shirt. Security nearly turned him away until Victoria Ashworth herself appeared, radiant in designer silk. "There's my hero," she announced, embracing Marcus warmly as society's elite watched in bewilderment. Sophia's parents froze. Blake choked on champagne. Sophia stared as Victoria led Marcus to the head table, introducing him to pharmaceutical executives, medical investors, and foundation board members. "This young man," Victoria declared to the crowd, "has more integrity in his pinky finger than most people have in their entire bodies. When my husband's car died on our anniversary, Marcus spent hours fixing it, refusing payment, asking nothing in return. That's the kind of character I invest in." By evening's end, Marcus had 3 business cards from luxury car collectors, an invitation to restore Victoria's entire vintage collection, and a contract to become the foundation's official restoration specialist. Sophia cornered him by the valet stand, eyes blazing. "You planned this. You used that old woman." Marcus smiled sadly. "I helped someone in pain, Sophia. You wouldn't understand. You've never helped anyone without calculating the return." "My parents were right about you," she hissed. "You're nothing but a greasy mechanic." "Yeah," Marcus nodded, watching his motorcycle roar to life. "But I'm a greedy mechanic with integrity." "What are you?" 6 months later, Marcus owns the city's most exclusive restoration shop. Victoria Ashworth's referrals brought celebrity clients, classic car enthusiasts, and collectors willing to pay premium prices for honest craftsmanship. Sophia's parents lost their pharmaceutical license in a fraud investigation. Blake's medical device startup collapsed after safety violations. Sophia works retail now, finally understanding what honest work feels like. Marcus keeps her grandmother's bracelet in his office safe, Not out of spite, but as a reminder. Sometimes the best revenge is simply becoming the person they never believed you could be. Because in the end, they were right about one thing. He was just a greasy mechanic. But they never asked the right question. What happens when a greasy mechanic meets someone who values character over cash? The universe, it turns out, has an excellent sense of timing.